Hello YouTube, welcome to this daily self-Vod review number 6. Again, reviewing one of our own games. The last topics were that we use cover correctly if we are defensive, and then we clutch break, and then we go aggressive correctly. And let's see if we could do this game, or if we find new mistakes that we can work on. Set over the timer back to 5. Wait a second. Okay. Okay, here we are. No, that was the wrong button, sorry. That was the wrong button. No, my game is... That will lag on this. Doesn't matter. Okay, so here we have quite an open tank, so we need to make sure that we have cover ourselves. As we say, we want to play defensive while we are defensive. Switching from left to right cover, this is correct so far. I need to walk up a little bit, that's what I'm trying to do here. And now the thing is that I didn't get a kill while the enemy Sojourn got a kill. Let's see how the enemy Sojourn got a kill. Would you do better than I didn't do? Well, neutralized. So she as well, she played closer to her own team. That's something I might consider. I play closer to my tank. Okay. So let's see what we did. So we just lost our Genji, we lost our Lucio, so now there's no point in fighting here. And the thing is, I'm still fighting. So basically no chance that I actually get a kill here. So I've fallen back a little bit late. Yeah, and then I get punished for it. So I should have just died on the payload. Or get out earlier. That was a little bit too late. Okay, bad switch from projectile to railgun, but this is very defensive positioning. And of course, the only thing I need to fear is a roadhog hook, which I kind of also feared for some time, but then I still get... I don't know, man. Then I still get punished for it. Okay. I will not skip because it breaks my sound, so I will just fast forward instead. Maybe it also only breaks if I fast forward while it's on sped up mode. Now we wait for my team again. So this was honestly just a test, so I knew already in game this was a mistake, this ult. So I wanted to test this early ult. If I can get something done from here in this position with my ult. But the answer is no, I couldn't. Should have waited for my team. But I knew that this would fail before I used it. In this case, the way it's not very interesting to solve it. So again, I'm skipping this fast forward because there's not much to review. My team staggers and dies. So after I, of course, failed my ult, so it's the routine fight. Now it's just clean up. But this entire win or loss went basically without me. So this is somewhat irrelevant. Became a little bit greedy. Anna could have supported me, but she didn't, so I stopped going in. I think I'm playing a little bit too far backward, honestly. Because going forward now is a little bit late, because now the enemy are already in this space that I would have liked to contest, but so instead now I need to fight to contest the same space. If I would have started more front, more with my tank, the enemies would have not been allowed to go in so far out, basically. Bang payload is correct. Again, I was kind of very passive this fight again. So I need to play a little bit stronger offense. This is a little bit too defensive, so I need to play cover and sidelines correctly, but find better targets. Just got a 4 cooks where I'm sliding out here. And also this looked like a hit. So let's watch this fight again. So we have a kill, but I'm stuck here in the side room with Rotok and my Anna. So I cannot abandon Anna for free because Libo didn't just die, so I can use her death to do something. And I do here shooting the Rotok mostly because he has Discord, so I think it's kinda correct. He gets out, I cannot follow because I'm half HP and there's a Moira. So I ult in here. So we lost 2 at this point, and the enemies also lost 2. Did they lose 1? I think they lost only 1. But they are now investing heavily in ults. But now we have Transcendence, which means I can actually also do stuff. So the thing is, could I have gotten a kill without ult? Did I need to invest ult? And I think I should have, because we are down 1. And we are counter-ulting basically, so we kinda need to get value here.
This ends now.
So I feel like this ult is kind of okay. And at the end I have to say I also didn't get a kill with ult, so it's this cleanse of course F's me up, like mad. I need to go in here, my tank falls down. How this really didn't look like a miss. Not gonna lie. But then I die without value. So this was just bad execution, but I think the plan was correct, it was just poorly executed.
Hitting the ground running.
Gotta stop him.
Stay put.
There might be some minor mistakes in positioning and in movement that messed up my own main that I'm not sure about.
The name's Cassidy.
Of course, if I use an ult in Transcendence, I need to get kills. This is of course a hard throw, so I didn't get a single kill there. So this is why a teamfight we should have been actually already ahead. But instead we are not.
Disrupting.
So here I'm considering dropping down. The question is, should I have dropped down or should I have kept this angle? I think keeping this angle is correct. Because I can actually charge my railgun on easy target Rotok, and I can execute or switch target from here. I will find an angle on the backline or the front line. I will find a target to railgun, right? I can even drop and slide back up when I have a slide. So in general, I think I'm not charging my railgun defensively and then going a little bit more aggressive when I have railgun. I'm kind of not synchronizing my defensive my risk reward management is not synchronized to my ability management. We already had this last time where I kind of used my orb, and then that denied me myself, and I used slide aggressively, but it also of course goes for my railgun. Like all my high, like if I have slide, orb, and railgun, and my value is the highest, and I have none of them, my value is the lowest, right? And it's kind of better for me to be low and with my team, and then get a high value spike and really kill something, and then get back to low value. I think it's better than to kind of just mix and stay on lowish all the time. I think getting a big spike of value is very, very good. Basically, in the past when you could headshot something with railgun, it was very obvious that having high value spikes is very good. Because its high value spikes were really, really high. Now they are lower, the spike is kind of cut off, but it's still kind of better to have high value spikes.
Not so fast.
So now I have 15 seconds of being passive. I'm just waiting for heals here. Really not sure if I should have went in somewhere. We really took a lot of damage for doing nothing. Just the Moira orbs basically messing me up, and my team cannot heal up Moira orbs. The Moira orbs alone put so much pressure on me that I really do not know. But I think that is a little bit too defensive. Like I think I am allowed to peek into stuff because the enemies only Sojourn could one-shot me basically if I'm low HP, right? So there's only one target I need to avoid. but it just feels kind of scary. So it's here it really had really low value because I was too defensive.
Need a new paint job after this.
Because I took myself completely out of the fight and waiting for heals. I think this is not the way to go. I need to do still need to do something, but just do low value stuff basically, or really get to a health pack.
They're pushing it.
That feels much better. This ends now.
Here I was out of cover because I had railgun, but there was of course no reason I could have used railgun in cover. So again, I need to remember myself that going aggressive or defensive doesn't mean
Backup is still on the way.
less cover usage. Always use cover even if you go aggressive.
One of these days
And it also is not strictly tied to distance. I can have an aggressive angle on further distance. For example, if I want to have an off angle on McCree, I would play on a further distance with my railgun, right? Because at 40 meters he has less. So I think really training my railgun cycles better is I think the way to go. So I play defensive with my team, charge my railgun, and then I go and blast something. I think this rotation I really lost in during this risk reward management playsets before. I really lost this rotation. And I kind of played like Soldier, where I just always blast something. Even Soldier wouldn't play like this, but like a low level Soldier. So this was bad. Again, this railgun missed the Currico. Really didn't feel like a miss. It's really, don't know. This again doesn't matter, just clean up.
that feels much better.
Boink, boink, boink. That's a fast bunny tracer. Teamfight lost again. I really feel like the supports are completely AFK. Honestly, I really do not know. Like, there's only one tracer in the front, and they both really just cannot keep an eye on this one tracer on right on the side of them. I don't know what it is.
We need that robot back.
Again, I also just died without heal up. I really don't know what it is.
They won't quit. Neither will I. This ends now.
I use cover, I use railgun from the back. Do not get healed. Same as usual.
Going somewhere?
Okay, I think this is now kind of watchable, even though we are kind of up 1. So this should be an easy win. But we still are forced to use Transcendence into this fight. Why? This fight was 5-on-4. Like, come on, we can't be forced to use one of the highest valuable skills. Like, we need to pitch till the end. It's 30 seconds left, and we throw it an ult like this? Really? I mean, now of course it's kind of okay that I go more aggressive and I don't care about hook because I have Transcendence. I really literally do not care. We need to walk forward here.
Hello, brother.
So here I'm kind of a little bit more cheeky because enemies need to run away. They cannot stay and fight. Which means they're kind of more under pressure than I am, which means I get some form of advantage. Again, no support available.
Breaking them down.
So this is a tragic 1-on-1 I should have won. I should have really won this one. Sadly I didn't. Now we did. We lost teamfight while we had none, okay. Same as usual, same as usual. Okay. And I think that was it for today. And I think that is will be the main topic. So don't be too passive. Even though if it means dying, like if your teammates cannot how do I phrase it? So if your supports are not able to keep up with the heal, then removing yourself from the fight does not make the fight better. Because you also remove your pressure from the fight. In this case, I should rather go back, further back, and just spam to the front to keep some form of pressure up, and that reduces the incoming damage, and that gives my supports more time to heal something back up. So I shouldn't be fully passive, and so maybe closer to the tank when I have full resources, and further back if I have no resources. And then again, the second thing is of course the big value spike. So if I have orb, slide, railgun, really play defensive until you get these resources, and then go an off angle and do something a little bit more risky, where you get maybe a better target. So here I could say, okay, I could get an easy headshot on Anna. She doesn't, maybe she scopes. I could get a headshot on Zenyatta or Kree if they look forward, a off angle from the side. Like, there can be a good headshot opportunity there. Like, Roadhog, you shouldn't try to kill, I think. So the thing is, if they have... Oh, the Anna, then it's my team, I'm an idiot. They had Kiriko, Moira, which is of course a lot harder to hit. So the enemy team is a lot harder to punish with ray gun. But nevertheless, were opportunities in there, I'm sure of it. I just didn't check them. Okay, man, so this will be the topic for the training for today. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to share, like, subscribe, and comment. Any questions are very much appreciated, I have to say. And I'm also streaming live on Twitch if you want to see this entire thing live. I'm also streaming on YouTube, by the way. It's not only on Twitch, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously right now. So yeah, you can always just come to the live stream and ask questions there. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye. See you next time.